for once, I'm not in a hotel. I'm also not away from work. I'm in Center Parcs and I'm on holiday. Yay! Come and have a look. Hi, this is Craig. Welcome back to Craig's Life, and I'm on holiday for a change. Here I am at Center Parcs in Sherwood Forest in Nottinghamshire. Sherwood Forest was the legendary home of Robin Hood and Maid Marian and his merry men and all the rest of them. And Center Parcs, the best way to describe it, is kind of like an activity centre. You've got lots of lodges, you can see them all around me here through the trees. You've got a leisure complex with pools, you've got bowling, you've got shops, you've got restaurants, you can do archery, you can do go-karting, there's loads of different things you can do. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to show you the lodge that we're in. I'm here with Daniel and a couple of friends because we came for Victoria's 30th birthday. And this particular lodge with Center Parcs, you can either come for a weekend, a midweek or a full week. So you can do Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, or you can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is what we've done, or you can stay for the full week. So this has cost us £620 for 4 nights. So between 4 of us, that's not bad. So it's the 10th of March today. So if we come, for example, in 2 weeks' time, this would be about double the price because that's into the Easter holidays, and obviously the schools are off, so it'll be a lot busier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the lodge, and we've also got lots of videos that have been taken during the past few days. I want to warn you now that we've been living in the lodge for 3 days already, so it might not be perfectly tidy as if when we first walked in, but hey, this is lived in. So I'm also going to intersperse this with some videos of some of the things that we've been doing, that I've been doing, and at the end of the day, you make your own holiday when you come here. You can just walk, you can cycle, you can just sit out the back on the patio with a book, whatever you want to do. We've done a lot of walking, we've done a lot of cycling, fantastic. My bike's actually had some use. Bought this bike in December 2020, used it for the first time this week, so I've had it for 15 months and not ridden it. But anyway, come in and have a look at the lodge. This particular one is a new style. I think new style is referring to the refurbishment they've done inside. It's an executive lodge, it's a 3-bedroom. Come inside, let's have a look. Now, here we are. This is the entrance of our lodge. Here we are, number 105. Because with Center Parcs, you are not allowed to drive your cars anywhere. We have got our bikes here, which I've just kept covered away from the elements there. And woo! Yeah, I don't know if you can see that through the camera. There's some of our friends who we're here with. So we've got these bike racks here. We've got them all chained up. The other good thing about Center Parcs as well is you get one of these wrist straps. Now we all get one. These are actually for us to get in to the lodge, but we can also use these for lockers if you go swimming. So what I do, and that's how we get in. I've already said there's 3 bedrooms to this particular lodge. Now that door that I've just walked through, when I turned immediately to the left, this is the bedroom. I'm not going to review all of them. There's no point. They're all exactly the same. So this is the one where me and Daniel have been. So we've got a standard 4'6" double bed. We've got lovely soft pillows. It's a really lovely, comfortable duvet. The central heating in here is just actually a standard combi boiler that you would have at home, so it's lovely and warm in here. Our only point so far is that these mattresses have been quite firm, so I've not had the best night's sleep because the mattresses are a bit firm, but that's more our taste than anything else. What we do have is we've got bedside lights, we've got a big mirror here, we've got power and twin USBs on both sides of the bed. Now for those of you who watch some of my hotel reviews, you know that having power supply next to the bed is a big one for me, because I've got my laptop here and I also have my wireless phone charging pad here as well. All of the bedrooms as well are en suite. I'll show you the bathroom in just a minute. I'm just going to swing the camera around so you can have a look at what's on this side of the room. So on this side of the room, opposite the bed, we've got a vanity makeup area here with a chair, and you've got a hairdryer here as well, and it's illuminated. You've got a good wardrobe here, and we've got plenty of shelving space here with our clothes, and you've got a small TV here. Obviously with this being a holiday lodge, you've got a big TV in the lounge as well. To be honest, we haven't really been using those. There's not a huge amount in the wardrobe either, but as I say, all the bedrooms are pretty much the same. So one of the bedroom has got a double bedding like this. The other one has actually got 2 twin beds, which you can actually quite easily push together if you're all adults sharing. So this being 3 bedroomed, you can accommodate 6. So everything in this lodge is geared for 6. Now whether that's all adults or adults and children doesn't matter, but it's 6 is the maximum. Let's have a little look at the bathroom. Again, I'm only going to show you one because they're all pretty much exactly the same. So this particular bathroom here, we've got a nice big walk-in shower. The bedroom that's got the 2 twin beds is exactly the same as this, with its bathroom with a walk-in shower, a basin with a small bar of soap and toilet as well. Big mirror here. Good thing with this mirror as well, not only is there a shaver socket on the side, yep, right, like I use that, is it's a heated one, so it'll demist if when you come out of the shower. And on this side, which you can't see by me here, we've got a heated towel rail. Now what you need to remember is that this is not a hotel, this is a holiday lodge. Yes, you do get towels, and they have actually brought us some extra towels as well, which to be honest we didn't really need. But you also get 1 toilet roll per bathroom, so if you need extra toilet rolls, you're going to have to bring them yourself. Or there's a pretty good, well, stocked up shop here on the site as well. So you need to make sure you remember all of that stuff, because remember, this is a self-catering holiday lodge. But that's it for the bathroom. Pretty much not much to say. Actually, just as we're walking out of the room, this is the hallway. So this is the main entrance door here where we came in, and this one here takes us into the lounge. We've got a nice coat rack, as you can see. We've got all our coats and shoes on. We've also got this door here, which is quite simply just a boiler and storage room. So we have got some of our stuff here that we've brought in. There's also a cot, high chair, dustpan and brush. There's a safe on the wall, not big enough to get your laptops in, but perfect if you want to put anything valuable in. You've got ironing board. There's a vacuum cleaner in here somewhere, mop, bucket, even a stepladder. I'm not quite too sure why there's a stepladder in here. And as you can see, it's just a standard domestic boiler. So this is kind of useful, anything you need. And I think it's also quite useful for the housekeeping. Everything's here where they need it rather than dragging it around with them. Another door here, which is locked, which we can't get into. So I'm guessing that's some sort of store just for the housekeeping team. Here we go. Here is the main living area of the lodge. So as we can see here, we've got a nice big dining table. As I've already said, everything caters for 6. That door there is through to the bedroom with the 2 twin beds. Enjoy your stay. Let's just have a pan round. We have a kitchen here. Nice little fireplace. I'll show you the view in a moment. There's Daniel hiding. Morning, Daniel. Yep, I think there was a few too many shandies last night. And this is our living area. Nice, lovely sofa so that we can admire the view. So I'm just going to spin back round the other way. Okay, so as we walk towards the kitchen area, housekeeper left us a nice little message there. We have a cupboard here, of which that's where all your plates and bowls are. So of course, as we said, this is self-catering. You do get all of that included. This door here takes us through to the other double bedroom. The difference is with that one, with this being an executive, that's got a spa bath in it rather than a walk-in shower. We have a fully equipped kitchen. That is our coffee machine. We brought that with us, although we didn't realise that there is actually a Tassimo machine in here as well. So gas hob, oven here, all of these drawers, all the things you need, knives, forks, cutlery, pots, pans. Microwave here. There's the Tassimo that was actually included that we didn't realise. Fridge here. You can tell that we've had a couple of little sherries. Kettles included, teapot, including a couple of teas and Tassimo pods, but say self-catering, you need to bring your own. One thing with this one being an executive lodge, you do get a drinks chiller. Normal sink as you would expect, bin underneath, and a dishwasher. You do get included cleaning cloth and a sponge, a couple of dishwasher tablets, tea towel and an oven glove, but you don't get your fairy liquid or washing up liquid, so you've got to bring that yourself. On this side of the kitchen you've got a nice large TV with a DVD player. Now this socket here, you've got HDMI and USBs and Bluetooth on there, but we haven't actually used that. You have a fire here. Now we have actually got some blocks there which we didn't actually realise we can't actually use. It's got to be smokeless fuels that are going on there, so we've actually used the smokeless fuel blocks already. And just step back a bit, here's our lovely lounge area. Now let's have a little look at our view. So a table for 6, we have a barbecue area here. This can only be used with instant barbecues, you cannot just use any other sort of barbecue. We are in the middle of a forest, so that's only for instant barbecues, and there is the view we've had to put up with every morning. I think we can just about manage that. This is actually in the area of the park called Maple. This is lodge number 105, and we've got this fantastic lake here. From where we are to Village Centre is sort of behind those trees, behind the lodges. That's where your shops, your restaurants are, your pool complex, bowling, and your sports facilities. They're all over there. It's about a 10-minute walk. Some of the lodges it's as much as 30-40 minutes walk. One thing we also have on this one as well, yep, I'm not kidding, we've got a sauna. So it's an electric sauna, it's controlled by a switch in the lounge, stays on for an hour, gets to about, oh gosh I don't know, but it's very hot. Quite nice, very nice indeed.
Craig and his picture. Sandra, come the other side. No, it's Craig. Oh.
You don't want to be. You don't want to be on YouTube. That's what it is.
No, this is the only time in his life that Craig's gonna have 2 women on either side.
Alright, here goes Craig. Got a bullseye. He's gonna make an arrow fly.
Yeah. See, I know all about the pastry from Great British Bake Off. That's all I've learned.
Where'd you learn the pastry from?
Oh, nice shot.
Then now it is.
Right, you ready? Because he can't get on here, so I've got to go.
Oh yeah.
The trick is not to do it too hard. We stop recording now. So, after Crazy Golf, the scores on the doors, after 18 holes, in 4th place with 86 points is Daniel.
Woo!
In 3rd place with 84 points is Sandra.
Yay!
In 2nd place with 81 points is me.
Woo!
Which means that's our winner is Victoria with 80, who made a comeback right at the end.
Woo!
So we have reached the end of our 4-night stay here at Center Parcs. We have all had an absolute fantastic time. So what we've actually done is the 4 of us who've been here, so there's been myself, my husband Daniel, our friends Victoria and Sandra. So it's been Victoria's 30th birthday, that's the whole reason why we came away. So what we did is we all sat round and thought about the experience as a whole and the lodge. So seen my videos, know the sort of things I score it. What sort of things do they think? So I've got a lot of things written down here, otherwise I'll never remember them all. So what you've got to bear in mind first of all is these are self-catering lodges. They're not hotels. So like I said when I reviewed the bathroom, you only get 1 toilet roll per bathroom. So if you want more toilet roll, you either buy it on site or bring your own. if you want to go to the pool, because when you actually check in, you can check in from 10 o'clock, but you can't get into the lodges until 4. So what actually happens is they open a barrier, you drive down to the lodge, you will load, and then you drive off the site, and you're not allowed any cars on the site. That's a bit of a logistical nightmare when everybody's queuing and trying to get out of the car park to get down to the lodges. God knows what that's going to be like in high season. But for example, once you're in and on the site, which we were earlier in the week, we were here for about 12 o'clock, we went to the pool. So if you're going to do that, you'll need your own towels. Yes, you've got towels in the lodge, but those are your towels for showering. So if you want to bring your beach towels, you need to make sure you bring your own. Other things, for example, as well, if you want kitchen roll, cling film, tin foil, you've got to bring your own. One of the things that we actually pointed out, for example, this is supposed to be a lodge for 6 people. Yes, there's 8 plates in that cupboard, but this is the frying pan. You can't get many sausages and eggs in that, so that is rather pathetic. And there was only one sharp knife, and it was a bread knife. So when you're trying to cut onions with a knife that's not very sharp, so that's something else you may wish to consider bringing. As a whole, so go through the list, there were a few little cleanliness issues. For example, the plug in the bath was broken, the door to the storage room, the hinges were loose at the top, the light here above the dining room table didn't work because the switch was faulty. It also would have been nice when you're paying this much money for the outside area just to give it a little bit of a sweep. I know we're in the middle of a forest, just get a leaf blower and just blow the leaves off the patio. Wi-Fi, you have got Wi-Fi right the way across the entire park. It's free Wi-Fi. You just log on to Center Parcs Guest Wi-Fi, click OK, and you're on. However, it can be a bit hit and miss, and there are times when it just disappeared offline completely and then came back on again, or go off for a couple of hours and came back on again. But a good thing for those of you who are parents, it's safe Wi-Fi, so it's family friendly, so some sites you'll not be able to get onto for obvious reasons. So those are a couple of things with regards to the lodge. Thinking about the park itself as a whole, you've got some Starbucks here, you've got Cafe Rouge is here, you've got Ben Air Italia and a few other restaurants and places. The staff, the park staff have been absolutely fantastic. The instructors we had while we were doing the archery was absolutely superb. Some of the staff in some of the franchises were a little bit gormless and a little bit, like we got some cold milkshakes from Starbucks. It's like, well, can we have a straw please? And it's like, so, you know, most of the staff we found have been absolutely wonderful. A couple of cleanliness issues around as a whole. The park is very clean, but the pool area, there's a lot of people going in there. The changing room floor wasn't the cleanest. The pool really does need cleaning. There's a lot of stuff on the bottom, and it's probably just off people's feet, but they really should be cleaning the pool a bit more often. I went on the water rapids, as we all did, and the third and last time I went on the water rapids, I just grazed my shoulder here, just a little tiny bit, you know, a teeny little graze, and I walked up to the first aid and information point with blood pouring down the back of my shoulder here. All I was given was a couple of tissues, and they went over it with an antiseptic wipe. That's actually not up to health and safety standards. That was not logged in an incident book at all. He actually just, you know, gave me an antiseptic wipe, so that was not up to process. Supposing someone had hurt themselves considerably more than that, I don't think that was taken seriously enough. The other thing as well is the whole site is generally as a whole cashless, which I can understand why they're doing it, but when we went to the sports bar area just to play a game of pool, you had to book the tables. We went to the booking area and it was £5.50 for 30 minutes for one game of pool, rather than just putting a few pound coins in or having it actually at the table. And I'm guessing the air hockey would have been exactly the same, but £5.50 for half an hour for a game of pool, yeah, that was far too much. They also have a spa here as well. They've got lots of treatments. You can have a massage and you can use the spa. We didn't. It looked very nice. We had a little look in, but we found it to be a little bit expensive for what it was. So we decided in the end against going in. Some things that were actually not the fault of the park is some of the parents need to watch their kids a bit more, who are running riot, especially when we were sat in Pancake House having lunch and the kids are running backwards and forwards and people are coming with trays and food and drinks. And when you're cycling, you keep on the left. There's arrows, so go on the left or this way, and people are just on the wrong side. You know, you keep left on the road, why don't you want a footpath? I took the rubbish out, and you've got lots of recycling bins here, so I opened the lid for the glass bin. It's full of general refuse, so I picked it up, put it in the general refuse bin, went to put my recycling in the recycling bin. Again, it's full of general refuse. And people are just bone idle. You know, they should be doing this, and it really is a little bit disappointing that some other people really aren't doing that. So we also scored. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll know how I do it. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. The interesting thing is that all of us scored exactly the same, and we scored on 2 things. 1, as I've said, the accommodation, this lodge as a whole, and 2, our entire experience while we've been here at Center Parcs. And all of us scored the accommodation as a 4. There were, as I said, a few little cleanliness issues, but as a whole, we would come back, and we would come back to this lodge if we could, because we've got the lake just across the way. We're 10 minutes walk to the centre. We're not exactly overlooked. We haven't got a lot of people walking by, and some of them are a bit more overlooked, or they're near some of the attractions, or they're further away. So we like this one. We'd quite happily come back and have a lodge in this area. The park as a whole and the experience, all of us were the same. We gave it a 5. And if you actually have a look on a TripAdvisor, people have been raving about this park, and there's some excellent reports on TripAdvisor, and all 4 of us gave this a 5. So for everything, all encompassed, for all our stay here, we are giving Center Parcs in Sherwood Forest 4.5, and that is unanimous from all 4 of us. So we have had an amazing time. I hope you've enjoyed looking at some of our experiences while we've been here, and some pictures and some of the videos that I've interspersed with this, so you can see some of the fun things that we've been up to. If you want to know more about Center Parcs, I'm probably not the best person to ask. I would recommend that you go to centerparcs.co.uk. I will leave the link down below. And also, it's Center Parcs, spelt Center ER rather than RE, and Parks with a C rather than a K. Just look at the link below, it's all on that, have a look at that. So, from all of us here at Center Parcs, and Daniel, Sandra and Victoria are all just sat out there enjoying the view overlooking the lake. So if you're thinking of coming to Center Parcs, there are quite a few different parks up and down the country. I would recommend them, and we would come back here again. We've had an absolutely amazing time while we've been here. But I also hope that from someone who's been here, that some of the hints and tips and pointers and things that you need to do and bring with you will be useful for you as well. So that's it. That's our Center Parcs trip in March 2022 here at Sherwood Forest. We didn't see Robin Hood or Maid Marian or any of the merry men, but you know, I'm sure they're out there somewhere. So until the next time, look forward to seeing you again right here on Craig's Life. Bye!